Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to my countdown from 12 days to 1 day for my Christmas horror marathon here, where I'm going to be doing a review a day backwards. Usually people do the 25 days of Christmas horror. Well, I decided to do something a little different. I'm doing my 12 days of horror, Christmas horror here, where, 12 days of Christmas, 12 days of horror movie reviews. So, without further ado, this is day 9. Of course, we're going backwards, down to 1. A little different, I know. So I'm bringing you a creature feature from 2009, and it has nothing to do with Krampus. So yes, a completely different creature feature in itself. This one was put out by Kaleidoscope Home Entertainment. Now, this is a Canadian creature feature. It, for some reason, does not have a US release, which was kind of weird. It drove me nuts for quite some time, and I finally tracked down a copy from Canada to get this, and I found it a lot of fun. And the movie I'm talking about is called The Blackout. Yes, this cover looks a lot like Feast. It is not Feast. It is a different type of creature movie called The Blackout. Here, it takes place on Christmas Eve, and it takes place in Sunnyside, California, where there's no snow in the southern part. So pretty much we're in the southern part of California. You're in this big high-rise apartment. You introduced to different characters. Some families celebrating Christmas. There's a party going on. People don't want to go to the party, but they're there for the party. There's a recluse in the basement. He just wants to be by himself. And a bunch of others. So during the night, earthquakes are happening. Of course, tremors are shaking up the facility. And I guess living in California, they're used to earthquakes. So they're not thinking anything much about it. Well, one night, the little girl in the family group decides, hey, I want to go see my Christmas presents. The family goes, you know what, you can go downstairs in the basement to go down and get a present. Well, she never returns. So, of course, the little brother now wants to go find, and finds a friend to find his missing sister. Well, come to find out, the earthquakes have caused these holes, these caverns, and these creatures have crawled out of these holes, and they start eating people, and they start attacking people. Yes. So, of course, your little girl is devoured. They find it was a little girl, or it was a little boy. I don't remember. It was a little boy. Yes. It was a little boy. The little brother went down first. That's right. They find his bloody sneaker, and, he is a goner. So now these monsters have now come up to the surface. More earthquakes are happening. They're getting stronger and shaking the building pretty bad. So these survivors in this high-rise had to get together to try to survive and fight off these cool-looking scorpion humanoid type monsters. They got sharp teeth, sharp spiked tails. Of course, they like the dark. They can run really fast. Yeah. So, of course, you get introduced to other characters in this, and it's a fight for survival. Okay, that's the gist of this film. Now, my thoughts on this movie. Now, me, I love my creature features, so I like to collect all different types. I don't mind it. There is a lot of issues with this film, though. The acting is pretty bad. A lot of the choices they make are pretty bad as well. First off, the kid that went down to the basement, he must have been, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7. Now, they're in a huge high-rise apartment. You would think you would take your kid down to the basement, especially if you live on the 20-something floor, They're going all the way down anywhere. So, of course, they don't think anything of it. The times pass, they're like, oh yeah, where's our kid? That's just weird. You introduced to a bunch of other characters during the party, and they're kind of rough. There's a couple likable characters. There's also a couple where you're kind of But definitely has a cool body count to it. A lot of people are getting picked off by the monsters. There's even parts where giant spikes are coming up through the ground. And they're trying to understand why these monolithic stalagmites are coming up. So you get all this weird shit going on. The monsters themselves are pretty much all CGI. I don't think there's any practical effects to them, but I thought the monsters looked pretty cool looking. I wish they just had a lot more to it. I think if they used more practical effects, I think it would have been pretty cool on it. But other than that, I found it watchable. Again, I like to keep a copy of it because it's another creature feature that I'll bust out during Christmas time. And to me, I find it fun. You could tell it's the same cover art as freaking Feast. I think there's a couple other creature features where they have the monster looking down and the girl looking up. So it's pretty much the same kind of artwork. But this is a Canadian flick. If I remember correctly, there are no special features to the movie. This is a Region 2 DVD, so there is no Region 1. And it's the only thing, the way you can get it. I think there's an Arabic DVD to get, but other than that, go for the Canadian. If you have a region free player, there you go. Especially if you like creature features, then this is a must own. If you like Christmas horror and you like creature features, yeah, this is definitely a must own. So definitely check out the Blackout from 2009. There's no snow in it. To me, I could care less if there's snow or not. If it happens during Christmas time, because there's some areas it never snows. So therefore, they always have a green Christmas. I live in New York. We always get snow up the wazoo. I would love to see a green Christmas. I could care less. I hate snow. So, other than that, again, takes place in the cool sunny side, maybe Southern California. Yeah, the Blackout from 2009. Getting tired, so I'm going to head to bed. So I'm going to leave you with this one for day 9 of my 12 days of horror for Christmas movies. Yes. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked this little review. Please let me know in the comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Alright guys, peace.